Good evening, this is the New Dawn FM News in English, read to you by Lois Laukai. First Airlines. PEC to seek Supreme Court reference. Independence inevitable, says President Momis, and Hako community government heading with implementation. Now the news in detail. The Bougainville Executive Council will file a Supreme Court reference on a vote that the ABG House of Representatives held last Friday, in which the amendment to extend the term from 2 terms to 3 terms was ruled as failing to reach the 2/3 majority mark of 27 out of 40 members, while Section 55 amendment was passed and proceeds to the third reading. Section 89(2) was deemed not to have received the required 2/3 majority and lapsed. 25 members had voted in favor of the amendment. According to the ABG news release to New Dawn FM this afternoon, the first issue to be referred is to declare Section 89(2) and 91(4)(f) as being denial of one's human rights to participate in the electoral process as a candidate. Thus, both Sections 89(2) and 91(4)(f) are unconstitutional. The restriction is directly intended at denying one's constitutional rights. The second reference will be directed to the Speaker's rulings. A. The Speaker refusing to rule that the 3 former combatant seats were extinguished upon the conclusion of the Bougainville referendum. Thus, they were strangers according to the standing orders and were not legally able to vote, let alone be present in the chambers. That the 2/3 majority is based on the total of 40 members' house. This means that the Speaker also counted the vacant seat of Taunita Tiop, in which that member passed on earlier. Because the vacancy occurred with 12 months before the next election, no by-election for that seat can be held. The effect of the Speaker's rulings meant the 2/3 majority remained at 27 2/3 of 40. Had the Speaker ruled otherwise, the absolute majority would have been 24, which is 2/3 of 36. This means that the government has achieved the required 2/3 majority with 25 members voting for the bills. Section 89(2). The amendment should have moved to the third readings and the Section 91(4)(f) consequential amendment being allowed to be introduced. You're listening to New Dawn FM News in English. The ABG President, Grand Chief Dr. John Momis, says that independence for Bougainville is inevitable because the people have voted for 98% in the Bougainville referendum. He told the ABG House of Representatives last week that even Prime Minister James Marape has agreed to that. However, he wants the people of Bougainville to work hard and make it happen. President Momis said that the consultations between Bougainville and Go PNG will be over independence and nothing else. He said that the wish of the people of Bougainville is breaking away from Papua New Guinea, and the national government must accept this. President Momis said that the people must start work on developing the capacity of the region for economic growth, as the Prime Minister has given all money-making powers back to Bougainville, unlike in the last 20 years. To end the English bulletin, the member for Hako constituency and former Economic Development Minister Robert Tulsa Chika says that Hako constituency and Hako community government has gone ahead to set up village assemblies to make sure the governance system reaches the people in the wards. He revealed this in Parliament, saying that the much talked about bottom-up approach was being implemented in Hako. Member Tulsa said that village assemblies have gone ahead to work on their governance structures to make sure delivery of services reach the people. He told Parliament that the governance system will work when people in the wards are participating in the implementation process. New Dawn FM did coverage and documented the Hako 5-year development plan when the member was just elected into Parliament 5 years ago. This has been the New Dawn FM News in English. You can also see our news on the websites on www.bougainvillenews.com, www.bougainville.taipei.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. On behalf of the news team, I'm Aloysius Laukai. You have a pleasant evening. One kind news long Tok Pisin, Aloysius Laukai. I read him Bougainville Executive Council, let me file him Supreme Court reference. Law vote where ABC House of Representatives will be holding last Friday, where only being vote long extend him term law president law 2 terms, law 3 terms. Na only talk being no be reaching majority 2/3 majority 27 out of 40 time Section 55 amendment and being got through na by law reading Section 89(2) only talk kisim number 2/3 majority na display die long have 25 members if we vote long display amendment. Behind him ABG News release where New Dawn FM kisim telo avenue first issue by Oli Luk Longen long declare him Section 89(2) na 91(4) or some rouse him right long implement lo participate lo electoral process or some candidate na to Section 89(2) na 91(4)F no behind him constitution unconstitutional display restriction belong punish him some line long exercise him constitutional rights long all. Number 2 reference whereby look long and them ruling where speaker have been making long time long display now no parliament speaker being working ruling long display triple former combatant seat where only been finished long time conduct of referendum been finished na display behind him standing order long making by only no can vote not to or no can stop inside the chamber na 2/3 majority only been based him 40 members of the house na display means them speaker is been counting to display seat plot down in the where member I lose him because vacancy stop long 12 long money stop past time long next no election or next election no got by election only na hold him long display seat meaning belong ruling him speaker make him two he mean some 2/3 majority start yet 27 long 2/3 40 na so speaker be making some senis on display ruling belong 24 MB mass display number 27 law display 2/3 belong 36 member of parliament na display mean some government kisim display required 2/3 majority time 25 member he vote long bills law Section 89(2) display amendment 2 only be masurkim long 3rd readings na to Section 91(4)F in up making some senis long and na introduce him long parliament. You proclaim Harim News Gamela New Dawn FM. ABG President Grand Chief Dr. John Momisi talk independence of Bougainville by Kamabit because people vote long and 98% long Bougainville referendum. And we talk in ABG House of Representatives long wiki opinions. Also Prime Minister James Marapetu he agree or talk right long display. That's all I mean like in people of Bougainville he must work hard to make him display come up through. President Momisi talk consultations na long Bougainville na PNG by only talk law independence that's all na inogad na present mo. And we talk wish or like the people of Bougainville and lo brook lose in Papua New Guinea na national government must talk right that's all on display. President Momisi talk people must start work. Long come up in more senis na come up in more work come up long work farm now plus something. Awesome Prime Minister too. Let me give him all that money making power. He go back long Bougainville win him all this time 20 Christmas he go finish. Lopenism News member of Lohako constituency na former Economic Development Minister Robert Tulsa Chika he talk Hako community government he go finish one time work pula setting up all village assemblies lo make sure governance system go reaching people all wards. And be making more talk lo parliament long week go finish na talk this people talk lo bottom up approach only come up in through long Haku constituency. Member Tusa and talk village assembly only go higher finish lo working governance structure long all lo make sure delivery of service or delivery of the service long government reaching people a place. I'm talking parliament or some governance system by work. Suppose people long all what participate long work come up inside long place. New on FM been working coverage and I've been documenting Haku 5-year development plan time member Chulza and be winter so long start long parliament time long and inside long ABG 5-year ego finish. This finish in New on FM News long to night. You can look all news from our website www.bogambilnews.com www.bogambil.type.com. You can be me patulo Facebook na Twitter. Makim news team news on FM. Maybe I lose local. You got good night.